Hi everyone. Welcome to our channel. In this video we gonna see the top 10 beautiful forest. Number 10. Hallerbos Forest, Belgium. Each spring season, a dreamlike carpet of bluebells overtakes the forest floor of this Belgian woods. Also, it is a unique forest area located mainly in the Halle district of Europe's Belgium. Every spring, a dense cover of dreamlike bluebell flowers carpeted the forest floor of Hallerbos, resulting in a beautiful tourist attraction. It gets its name due to the beautiful purple carpet of bluebells. It covers an area of almost 1,360 acres. Blooming occurs during the spring, from April to May. Hallerbos forests include some species of trees such as pine, beech, oak, giant sequoia, ash, and larch. The German forces removed most of the Hallerbos trees during World War I. The Agency for Nature and Forest Management administered this public forest. When the bluebells are blooming, the sun's rays reach through the tree's uppermost branches and touch the blue carpet, developing a gorgeous play of light and purple. The cyclers, hikers, and horse riders, and for a museum used the tracks of Hallerbos. The foxes, hares, deer, rabbits, and polecats used this forest as their home. Visitors can get there with their vehicles or with public transportation. But, millions of the blooms combine to form a violet-blue carpet on the Belgium woods, too excessive in appearance and smell every spring without fail. Foggy conditions, especially suitable for photographers, make the woods of the trees a mysterious and ghostly atmosphere. It blooms for a few weeks each spring. So, it is attracting most visitors in April and May. Other common names of the forest are Halle Forest and the Blue Forest. Number 9. Amazon Rainforest, South America. Amazon rainforest covers an area of 2,300,000 square miles. This region is better known for its high rainfall, high humidity, and monotonously high temperatures that prevail here. The Amazon rainforest has around 3,000 fruits, and people in the Western world use only 200 of them. However, indigenous tribes consumed over 2,000. It is the largest of the rainforests, gives the earth more than 20% of its oxygen. The Amazon rainforest is a beautiful forest region that consists of millions of miles of trees, unique animals, and rare species of plants and bugs. Taking up most of the Amazon basin, it goes across 9 South American countries such as Bolivia, Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, Venezuela, Colombia, and smaller parts of other South American countries. The trees, such as Brazil nut tree, palm trees, and epiphytes, mainly grow in this rainforest. It also has a variety of animals, including mammals, birds, fish, and insects. The rainforest floor is very dark because of the canopy's thicknesses, with less than 1% of the sun's light making it through the tree canopy. Major threats to these rainforests are human encroachment, exploitation, deforestation, and other forms of destruction. More than 80% of the food in the world we eat came from the Amazon rainforests. We referred to the moist, broadleaf rainforest as the lungs of the planet. People considered the Amazon River as the life force of this Amazon rainforest. The loudest creature in the Amazon is the toucan. It is home to an extremely dangerous or venomous snake like an anaconda, spiders, poisonous dart frogs, jaguars, electric eels, and flesh-eating piranhas, vampire bats. It's so thick that it takes around 10 minutes for the water to go through the leaves and hit the ground when it rains. It is commonly known as the Amazon jungle and Amazonia. The burning of the Amazon rainforest creates around 30% of carbon emissions. Environmentalists are mainly concerned about global warming and biodiversity loss, which is increasingly whittling away the habitat every day. Number 8. Black Forest, Germany. The Black Forest attracts numerous tourists all year long. Germany's one of the most scenic places, the Black Forest, situated in an extensive mountain range in Baden-Württemberg of southwestern Germany. We can find most of the Black Forest in Germany and Switzerland. Many tourists attracted this region every year because of its gorgeous natural scenery, and this region stretches about 100 miles in length and 50 miles in width. It gets its name from the pine trees' ample dark shade that grows in the area. The largest natural lake in this beautiful forest is Titisee, which stretches for approximately 2 kilometers. As the locals call it, the Schwarzwald is a beautiful mountainous terrain that rises above sea level from 200,1500, topping out at 4,898 feet Feldberg. Nevertheless, Feldberg is the Germans' highest mountain outside of the Alps. To protect all these, now the entire region has been designated as a nature park. It becomes the largest one in the country, and the various rivers in this forest, including the Enns, Kinzig, Murg, Rench, Danube, Neckar, and Wiese. Black Forest of Germany is better known for its hills, valleys, scenic lakes, rivers, forests, and walks through pine forests. Additionally, it is home to the Triberg Falls, that is the country's one of the highest falls. It measures about 163 meters. This region is famous for its deep woodlands, traditional deep-roofed farmhouses, cuckoo clocks, and half-timbered villages, and the economic activities of these forests, including lumbering, woodworking, and the manufacture of clocks, watches, and musical instruments. The spa town of Baden-Baden is the national park that has more than 30 spas, specializes in dignified healing and pampering. Moreover, their landscape attracts tourists from all over the world to the lush Black Forest. The other smaller, expensive alternative Bad Wildbad in the northern Black Forest, is also well known for its attractive marked drives. It also has a granite highland with rounded summits. Its spas and thermal springs make the Black Forest more popular. Low temperature and high rainfall occur here mainly. Regular rainfall takes place throughout the year in the mountains of the Black Forest. But the precipitation rises quickly. It receives Germany's most elevated amount of annual sunlight. Freiburg im Breisgau, Offenbach, Rostock, and Lahr are the principal cities of the Black Forest. Additionally, the Black Forest is one of the beautiful forests in the world. Thus, this beautiful Black Forest offers lovely panoramic views. Number 7. Great Bear Rainforest, British Columbia, Canada. It covers an area of around 6.5 million hectares. The region can receive almost 2 to 3 meters of rainfall a year, located close to the Bella Coolas community, also called the gateway to the Great Bear Rainforest. The Great Bear Rainforest is house to cream-colored Kermode bear, which can only found in this forest. This area consists of an abundance of wildlife, from whales to wolves. It is one of the most extensive tracts of temperate rainforest left in the world. Abundant salmon streams weave through the bottom of the valley, give food for magnificent creatures such as eagles, wolves, black bears, killer whales, grizzlies, and the rare and mysterious white Kermode bear. The Great Bear Rainforest is sitting between the Pacific Ocean and the Coast Mountain Range on British Columbia's west coast. The proximity to oceans, mountains, and high rainfall are the three main distinguishing features of coastal temperate rainforests. It is rich in biodiversity. Coastal rainforests' single hectare can store around 1,000 tons of carbon, making this rainforest a crucial shield against the global climate's instability. Through impactful communications, we can protect wildlife and their habitat. These beautiful forests' main attraction includes mossy waterfalls, a vast land of ancient cedars, and the local Tsimshian people sacred the spirit bears, the rare, cream-colored Kermode bear. Moreover, the forest also consists of coastal grey wolves, cougars, mountain goats, grizzly bears, Sitka deer, orca, salmon, sea lions, sea otters, humpback whales. Number 6. Jiuzhaigou Valley, Sichuan, China. Jiuzhaigou Valley becomes a beautiful colorful landscape during the autumn. Visitors were attracted to these forests and went there to experience the scenic area's beauty for themselves. Because of its magical and picturesque landscapes, people considered them like heaven on earth. This region is mainly a paradise of emerald, and also it has spectacular waterfalls, colorful lakes, and pristine forests, luring the visitor back to this gorgeous valley, again and again. It is located in the North Sichuan province of southwestern China and lies in Nanping County, covering almost 72,000 square kilometers. Jiuzhaigou got its name because of 9 villages of them dispersed over the alpine lakes. Each scenic spot in this forest has a story behind it. Moreover, the Josegu Tibetans mainly believe in the pre-Buddhism Bon or Benbo Sec religion. The people in the Tibetan referred to the Josegu Valley as the Holy Mountain. Most subtropical plants grow in this valley, rare grass and plants, and endangered animals like giant panda inhabit the Josegu Valley. The beautiful water bodies and most popular lakes like Reed Lake are highlights of this valley. During the spring, this Reed Lake bloomed. During autumn lured both animals and people. The valley filled with the wild flowers' fragrance. The scene turns green, and this valley becomes a haven during the summer. While in winter, wrapped the mountains and the entire valley in snow and ice. UNESCO inscribed the Josegu Valley site as a World Heritage Site in 1992. The number of tourists in this area has increased every year since opening. Numerous orchids and rhododendrons are the specialties in this region. Number 5. Sagano Bamboo Forest, Japan. Sagano Bamboo Forest is one of the extreme natural environments in entire Japan, not only because of the forest's natural beauty but also due to the sound. It is also one of Japan's most spectacular and the most attractive natural sites situated in Arashiyama, a district on Kyoto's western outskirts, Japan. It covers a total area of almost 16 square kilometers. Other common names of these beautiful forests are bamboo forest or Arashiyama bamboo grove. The forest got a pleasing musical sound when the wind blows through its many thick bamboo trees. The Japanese government voted this sound like one of the 100 must-be-preserved sounds of Japan. Japanese serve the bamboo trees as guards for most of the temples because they believe that they protect them from evil spirits. With low-lying tree-covered mountains of bamboo forest tumble into the river, charming streets, and historic temples, Japan designated Arashiyama as a National Historic Site and place of scenic beauty. People composed the railing on the roadsides out of dry, fallen, and old parts of bamboo to enhance the pathway. People also used some bamboos to manufacture numerous products like boxes, baskets, cups, and mats. There is a path for walking that cuts through the grove, making for trekking across the forest. At night, we can see the illuminated forest paths usually. People frequently used them as filming locations for movies and TV serials, and the forest planted with Emoso bamboo. It has unique abilities. Also, the Ministry of the Environment considers them a part of the soundscape of Japan. It needs at most 1 month for a young plant to reach 20 meters in height. The giant bamboo can reach up to a height of 40 meters. Also, we can cover the entire forest in a 20-minute walk. The hiking trip is the most popular here. Forests and mountains surrounded the beautiful Hozu River in this forest on both sides. Additionally, the Sagano Bamboo Forest is Japan's one of the most visited and most photographed places. Number 4. Redwood National Park, California, USA. Redwood National Park covers almost 131,983 acres in Humboldt County, and Del Norte County, California, lies in the Pacific Time Zone. Additionally, Redwood established a national park on October 2, 1968. The coast redwood is one of the tallest trees on Earth, and the local coast redwood tree can reach up to 300 feet or more. The tallest tree on Earth. Del Norte Coast, Jedediah Smith, and Prairie Creek Redwood Parks are the other 3 parks created to protect the redwood tree population. Together these 4 parks make up Redwood National Parks. It has 37 miles of coastline on the Pacific Ocean. Within Redwood National Park has a different species of rare animals and birds, some of them listed as endangered species. Threatened and endangered species found in this beautiful forest include a northern spotted owl, Chinook salmon, tidewater goby, Steller's sea lion, and the bald eagle. It is also home to the animals such as elks, black-tailed deer, cougars, black bears, beavers, bobcats, California sea lions, coyotes, river otters, harbor seals, and Roosevelt elk. We can find brown bats, red squirrels, great blue herons, osprey, northern flying squirrels, cormorants, pelicans, sandpipers, and red-shouldered hawks within Redwood National Park. People sometimes used prescribed fires to manage the ecosystem in Redwood National Park. This fire helps to remove invasive and exotic species, as well as clear away the dead trees. Thus, the process gives more fertile soil for the survival of healthier trees. It also has around 200 miles of trails. The hikers and bikers used these trails to explore Redwood National Park. 30 invasive species identified in the Redwood National Park is also home to the invasive species such as poison hemlock and knapweed. Scientists estimated the coastal redwoods to live as long as 2,000 years in age. Its proximity to the Pacific Ocean defined the Redwood National Park. Redwoods require constant moisture. The redwood coastline's temperatures are nearly endless year-round, but as you move away from the coast, it quickly becomes warmer or colder depending on the season. Remember, fog drip is a good thing. The park's save oak woodlands, wild riverways, vast prairies, and nearly 40 miles of rugged coastline. People have lived in this one of the beautiful forests for thousands of years ago. Number 3. Monteverde Cloud Forest Reserve. Without a doubt, Monteverde is the best cloud forest in all of Costa Rica. It is one of the essential cloud forests for those who look for adventure, situated in the highest part of the Tilarán mountain region, established in 1973. Costa Ricans created a park around it in 1973 to protect its beauty. Initially, it covers only 8-10 acres of forested land, and nowadays, it's approximately 35,089 acres. Why does everyone insist on visiting this cloud forest at least once? Most forests' parts are usually covered in clouds, making it a freezing place to stay. Costa Rica locates between the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean, which creates the Great Divide. Visitors to this forest can step over the separation, claiming that they are in two countries at one time. The strong Caribbean winds and the calmer mild weather melt in this area, which gives this forest such a unique feel. Additionally, it has constant and moderate rains, and every wind evaporates that water continuously. That makes the Monteverde forest region an almost permanent foggy look. Monteverde consists of the smallest hummingbirds on the planet. We can find roughly 9,000 plants in Costa Rica, with approximately 3,000 growing in the Monteverde forest. Moreover, this complex ecosystem is home to 400 types of birds, 100 mammal species, and 1,200 amphibians and reptiles. Monteverde Reserve is better known for its places being one of the easiest to observe exotic birds, including bellbirds, toucans, resplendent quetzals, emerald seizures, trogons, and hummingbirds. Due to the dirt roads and steep slopes, we will sometimes hit curves that make Monteverde's roads the most challenging country. It is not a large town and gets less rain between December and March. Thus, most people come to this forest to watch exotic highland bird species and explore the cloud forest's canopy. It also protects the rainforest, river, and cloud forest habitats. We can find mammals such as porcupines, deer, ocelots, white-faced and howler monkeys, pacas, jaguars, and pumas. The weather in this area brings an ideal environment for varied flora and fauna to flourish. Over 400 orchids variations. Number 2. Crooked Forest, Poland. We can see all the trees in this forest uniformly deformed. The pine trees in this forest look like pot-bellied stick figures. On some trees, the base of the trunks abnormally distorted with a full 90-degree. From its core, the trees bend into a significant C shape. It is in Europe, near the town of Gryfino, in Poland's province of West Pomerania. Farmers assumed that the people planted the pine trees in this forest in the mid-1930s. But, there is no definitive answer for these pines' bizarre shapes, and the story behind this pine tree is as mysterious as it looks. Some have said that it results from a terrible snowstorm, and abnormal gravity forces in that area have morphed their trunks and army tank flattening. Tourists are visiting this area commonly to visit Crooked Forest and the other interesting sites of the region. A vast forest of straight-growing pine trees surrounded this shady forest. Only 400 trees among the twisted forest have this peculiar haunting bend. The trees must have grown for about 7 to 10 years, typically, but some human intervention must have caused this curve. Despite the bow, these trees in this forest have grown undamaged and tall. Whatever harm takes place to one pine tree must have happened to all of them, because the trees remain uniform in deformity. Some people purposely bent this tree using a tool or machine, up to 10 years after planting. Farmers manipulated the shady forest trees to use their bentwood as a construction material for furniture or shipbuilding during the 1930s. But during the World War the invasion of Poland prevented them from following through. Thus, the farmers leaving this one of the beautiful forests that we still see today. These trees of crooked forest can reach up to 50 feet tall. The small local town ruined in the World War, and people not re-established them until the 1970s, and this is why none of them have an idea why the trees look like this. Number 1. Daintree Forest, Queensland, Australia. It is a region on the north of Cairns in the tropical north and covers approximately 460 square miles. It is generally known as one of the most diverse and beautiful forests in the world. Also, it is home to animals and the most extensive range of plants on the earth. The Daintree rainforest is dating back over 135 million years, makes them the oldest in the world. Australian geologist and photographer Richard Daintree named this rainforest after the 19th century. This beautiful forest has a tropical climate all year long. We can find almost 3,000 different species of plants in the Daintree forest. We can also find the most popular and most dangerous animal, the saltwater crocodile, in the rainforest's rivers and on its beaches. Threats to this rainforest mainly include climate change or global warming. Daintree rainforest includes rare animals such as the Ulysses butterfly, the cassowary, the white-lipped tree frog, the Bennett's tree kangaroo, and the large, colorful endangered bird species, and also some of the world's most significant tropical trees, the Bulgari species. Thus, this forest is a complex and fantastic ecosystem that we need to protect. It is better known for its biodiversity. This forest area has some privately owned land, the Daintree National Park, and some state forest areas. Around 400,000 tourists visit them every year. Moreover, we will find numerous beautiful landforms with magnificent scenery, including deep gorges, beaches, mountains, fast-flowing streams, rivers, and waterfalls. The wet season of this rainforest starts in December and ends in March or April, and this is the best time to visit this rainforest. The Mossman River, Bloomfield River, and the Daintree River are the three main rivers in the Daintree forest. It is teeming with insects. Frogs, reptiles, marsupial, bat, butterflies, birds inhabit the Daintree tropical rainforest. Thus, this rainforest is one of the prettiest and diverse places on our Earth's biosphere. Thanks for watching.